get low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
Brian Giles with Brian Giles MTG. And hoo-ha, we're back with more Tarkir Dragonstorm spoilers. So starting our list off today, we got Gurmag Night Watch, which is another one of these mana-fixing clan spells. So for a black or 2 generic, a green or 2 generic, or blue and 2 generic, you get a 3/3 human ranger. When it enters, look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may put one of those cards back on top of your library and the rest in your graveyard. Hoo-ha. We have Right of Renewal. This card, for an uncommon, is insanely powerful. So for a green and 3, you get a sorcerer that reads, return up to 2 target permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand. Then target player shuffles 4 target cards from the graveyard into their library and exile Right of Renewal. That is insanely powerful. 1, the person who plays this card gets 2 cards back into their hands from their graveyard. At 4 mana, that's good value. But they could put an additional 4 cards from the graveyard into their library, or you can have somebody else do that in sort of a group hug type format. It is useful, and it's, you know, if you're doing it for yourself, you're basically returning access to 6 cards for 4 mana. 4 of them to your library and 2 of them to your hand. That is insanely powerful. Yeah, you exile it, but yeah. In a commander game, group hugging, doing it yourself, you're just getting more and more value. I'm not going to lie. I like this card a lot. At uncommon, it should be at least a rare, maybe even a mythic. I don't know why it's not. This card is just close to being busted. We have Bearer of Glory. So white and 1, you get a 2/1 human soldier. During your turn, the creature has first strike. And for a white and 4, creatures you control get +1/+1 till end of turn. Hoo-ha. We have Rescue Leopard, which is a red and 2 for a 4/2 cat. When it becomes tapped, you can discard a card and draw a card. We have Aegis Sculptor, a blue and 3 for a 2/3 bird wizard with flying, ward 2. Beginning of your upkeep, you may exile 2 cards from your graveyard. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. So hoo-ha. Excuse me. We have Undergrowth Leopard, which is a green and 1 for a 2/2 cat with vigilance, and you can pay a generic and sacrifice this creature, destroy an artifact or enchantment. It's a cat doing cat things. Then we have Jade Cast Sentinel. Something spoke of in the Rosewater spoilers. So for 4 mana, you get a 1/5 ape snake with reach. Pay 2 generic and tap it to put a target card from your graveyard at the bottom of its owner's library. So more stuff to bring stuff back from the graveyard. We have Riverwalk Technique, which is a blue and 3 for instant reads. Choose one. Owner target non-land permanent puts on the top or bottom of the library, or counter target non-creature spell. So either you get a bounce effect or a counter spell. Then we have Cruel Truths, which is a black and 3. For instant reads, surveil 2, then draw 2 cards. And you lose 2 life. Hoo-haw. We have Seize Opportunity. A red and 2 for a instant reads, choose one. Sell top 2 cards of your library until your next turn. Play those cards. Or up to 2 target creatures each get +2/+1 till end of turn. We have Summit Intimidator. So a red and 3 for a 4/3 Yeti with reach. When it enters, target creature can't block this turn. So, hoo-haw. This is the Yeti that was spoken of in the Rosewater spoilers. So we have Watcher of the Wayside. So 3 generic for a 3/2 artifact creature golem. When it enters, target player mills 2 cards and you gain 2 life. Okay, got that. We have Stalwart Successor. A black, a green, and 1 for a 3/2 human warrior with menace. One or more creatures, one more counters are put onto creature control. First time creature counters have been put on that creature. First time counters have been put on a creature this turn, put a +1. Yeah, let's try this again. Whenever one or more counters put on a creature you control, if it's the first time counters have been put on a creature this turn, put a +1/+1 counters on it. So it gets bigger if you get counters put on it. We have Duty Beyond Death. So white and 1 for instant reads. Just for cost to cast a spell, sacrifice a creature. Creatures you control gain indestructible till end of turn. You put a +1/+1 counter on each of those creatures. Okay, so next up, Tarkir Dragonstorm. So This is a part of a cycle of Dragonstorm enchantments. Black and 1. Enchantment reads, when it enters, each opponent loses 2 life, you gain 2 life, and surveil 2. When a dragon you control enters, turn this enchantment to its owner's hand. So we saw the blue one, this is the black one. We have Sunset Strike Master. A red and 1 for a 3/1 human monk with tap to add red mana. And pay a red and 2 and tap and sacrifice this creature. It deals 6 damage to target creature with flying. Okay, that is solid. It's a red mana dork, which you don't see at all, and it also has an ability to take down a fairly decent sized flyer. So, hoo-ha. Next up, we have Ringing Strike Mastery. Will mana for enchantment order, enchanted creature. When it enters, tap the enchanted creature. Enchanted creature doesn't untap during its control's untap step. Enchanted creature has pay 5 to untap this creature. That's pretty solid. So we have Salt Road Pack Beast. White and 5 for a 4/3 beast. It costs 1 less cash for each creature you control. When it enters, draw a card. So you got more creatures, cost less, and you get some card draw. Hoo-ha. We have Yathan Tomb Guard. So a black and 2 for a 2/3, a human warrior with menace. The creature you control with a counter on it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card, and lose a life. So counters matters. Then we have Reigning Victor. So a red or 2 generic, a white or 2 generic, or a black and 2 generic, or 2 generic, for a 3/3 orc warrior with mobilize 1. When it enters, target creature gets +1/+0, gains indestructible till end of turn. Hoo-ha. Marshal of the Lost is a white, a black and 2 for a 3/3 orc warrior with death touch. You attack, target creature gets +X/+X till end of turn, or X is the number of attacking creatures. So, more about going wide. Hoo-ha. Next up, we have Purging Stormbrood. Another dragon with an omen on it. So black and 4 for a 4/4 dragon with flying and ward, pay 2 life. This creature enters, remove all counters from up to 1 target creature. Ew. Counters don't matter. Has an omen of a white and 1 for that target creature gets +2/+0 to lifelink and X-proof until end of turn. Well, that's an interesting omen. Again, it's reusable because you shuffle the card back into your library. Next up, we have a cycle of clan monuments. So the Asban monument is you pay 2 generic artifact. When it enters, you can search on it for basic swamp, plain swamp or forest. You'll put it in your hand and shuffle. You can pay a white, black, green, and 1 and tap it and sacrifice this artifact. Create an XX white spirit creature token where X is the greatest toughness among creatures you control. We have the Jeskai Monument, which is 2 mana for an artifact. Enter search your library for basic island, mountain, plains. Pay Jeskai and 1, which is blue, red, white, and 1. To tap it and sacrifice it. Create 2 1/1 white bird creature tokens with flying. Activate only as a sorcery. Then we have the Sultai Monument. 2 mana for an artifact that reads, and when enters, search for a swamp, forest, or island. You pay Sultai, which is black, green, blue, and 2, and tap and sacrifice it. Create 2/2 zombie druid creature tokens. Activate only the sorcery. The Mardu Monument is 2 generic for artifact. When enters, search for a basic mountain, plains, or swamp. Reveal it and put it to your hand and shuffle. And Mardu, which is red, white, black, and 2. Tap and sacrifice it to create 3 1/1 red warrior creature tokens. They gain menace and haste until end of turn. The Tamer Monument, 2 mana for artifact. You can search for a forest, island, or mountain. And pay Tamer, which is green, blue, red, and 3. Tap and sacrifice it to create a 5/5 green elephant creature token. Then we have, this is something that's going to be kind of handed out at, I guess, as kind of like prizes for pre-releases and whatnot. This is the waste version of the Dragon's Eye full art land cycle, which I find very stunning. Going to be highly sought after. Then we have Tevil, Arbiter of Virtue. So black, green, blue for a 6/6 Spirit Dragon with flying and lifelink. Spells you cast have Delve. Like, that's never been problematic. Also was in the Rosewater spoilers. But whenever you cast a spell, you lose life equal to its mana value. See, there's the drawback. They had to have something to balance out the delve. So we have Boulder-born Dragon, which is 5 mana for a 3/3 dragon, flying and vigilance, and when it attacks you surveil 1. We have Bloomvine Regent, which is 2 green and 3 for a 4/5 dragon with flying. And whenever this or another dragon you control enters, you gain 3 life. That sounds like fun. It also has an omen of sorcery omen of claim territory for a green and 2. And you can search your library for up to 2 basic forest cards, revealing one of the battlefield tapped and the other into your hand, and shuffle. So hoo-ha. Next we have the devotees, which are specific clan cards, which is Teamer Devotee, the blue and 1 for a 3/3 human druid with Defender, and tap, pay 1 to add one of the Teamer colors of green, blue, or red. Activate only once each turn. We have Asben, a devotee, which is a black and 1 for a 2/1 dog cleric. You pay 1 to add the Asben colors of white, black, or green. Activate only once each turn. Or also pay a black and 2 to return this card from your graveyard to your hand. So hoo-ha. We have Jeskai Devotee, which is a red and 1 for a 2/2 Orc Monk. Flurry, when you catch a second spell each turn, it gets +1/+1 till end of turn. Or pay 1 to add blue, red, or white, activated once each turn. So we have Sultai Devotee, which is green and 1 for 2/1 zombie snake druid with death touch. Pay generic to add Sultai colors of green, blue, or green, blue, green, black, green, or blue. Excuse me. And finally, the Mardu Devotee, white mana for a 1/2 human scout. It's an inner scry 2. Or pay a generic to add Mardu colors of red, white, or black. Well, that's 23 minutes, and we still got more stuff to go. We'll see you on the next video.